the Pope kissing the Quran. And a lot of people like to throw that out there, but they actually don't realize the story behind that. They don't know, the story of why he did that. It was an accident. Pope St. John Paul II didn't mean to kiss the Quran. What it was is that Pope St. John Paul II was actually visiting a delegation of Chaldean Catholics in Iraq. I believe it was in Iraq. So the Pope went to Iraq. He was invited by this delegation, and it actually might have been the other way around. Maybe the delegation went to him in Rome, but I'm pretty sure that he was the one that actually went to Iraq. And as I'm sure Kyle knows, Iraq is a Muslim country, not a Christian country, right? So the Pope goes to Iraq. He's meeting with all of these Chaldean, the patriarchs, bishops, and priests. And you can actually see at the event that all of these clerics were going up to the Pope, and they were presenting him with gospel books. And what he would do is that he would kiss each gospel book that would be presented to him. So every time that an Eastern cleric would go to him, they'd present to him the gospel, and he would kiss it, and he would hand it back to them. Well, what Pope St. John Paul II didn't know is that there was actually Muslims that were present there in that delegation as well. And as I'm sure Kyle knows as well, it's very hard to distinguish between a Muslim and an Eastern cleric because they dress exactly the same. You really can't tell them apart. So Pope Francis had kissed a bunch of gospel books that were being presented to him by these Eastern clerics, and there was a Muslim cleric that, he kind of got in line. I don't know how they let him get in line, but he went and he presented the Pope with a Quran, and it was in Arabic, and all of the gospel books that had been presented to him by the Eastern clerics were also in Arabic and in Syriac. The Pope couldn't tell the difference, so he kissed the book, thinking that it was a gospel book. He didn't know that it was the Quran. So that was the fault of whoever was organizing the event, that they let those Muslim clerics get in line and present the Holy Father, the Pope, with a Quran. But that's the backstory to that incident. And I don't know why people keep bringing it up. It's not that big of a deal. It was